The Canadian Retirement Income Calculator. That's what we're going to talk about here today. This might be surprising to you, but I got a ton of subscribers in Canada. It's interesting, actually. And being from Maine, having watched the Prince of Fundy boat go up Casco Bay up into the Fundy Bay in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. I've always been fond of Canada, in particularly. One place I want to go to in my bucket list is Calgary. Don't know why. I've always wanted to go to Calgary, and one of these days I'm going to get there. I've always had a fantasy of Calgary in my head since I was a kid, just this Canadian Rocky Mountains town. I've said, man, that place has got to be awesome. So that is one place, Calgary. You'll see me one day, so just watch out. Bar your doors, because I will be there. But anyway, so I have a bunch of Canadian subscribers here, which I think is pretty cool, actually, and I like hockey too. So, and I was talking, what was it? I forgot. I just came across the Canadian Retirement Income Calculator, and I love retirement income calculators. You probably can tell I've done a million episodes on retirement income calculators, and I said, let me compare Canadians to the U.S. using the Social Security system. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm not going to compare both today. I'm just going to show you what the Canadian Retirement Income Calculator looks like, because it's pretty cool, actually. I think they've done a pretty good job of this. Now, some of this I'll be rather ignorant on in terms of what they're asking, because I don't know how it works up there with their version of Social Security. But let's dive right into this. So if you like what you see here, subscribe, and then, of course, hit that bell to be notified for future content, because we do a lot of future content. We do a lot of content here at Heritage Wealth Planning. So here's the Government of Canada Canadian Retirement Income Calculator general information. Oh, I forgot to mention, another reason I like Canada as well is when I was in the Army in Fort Drum, we were just about 45 minutes south of Kingston, Ontario. So we go up there to drink, because the drinking age in Kingston was 18. And I was just 18 when I was just fresh out of basic training. I just had turned 18, I guess, by 6 months. And then we went up for Canada Day, which is July 1st up there in Ottawa. And right next door is Hull, I think. Hull, man, just had a wonderful time. The unfortunate thing is in Ottawa, the drinking age is 19. My birthday is July 7th. So I couldn't get in any of the bars. We went to Hull. I think I could in Hull for some reason, if I seem to remember that. But I remember just sitting outside, man, waiting for my friends to go in the bars in Ottawa, just sitting out there like a fool. I couldn't get any bars, but then I met some guys. We all had a good time. So it was good. We had a wonderful time up there in Ottawa and then Hull. So it was fun. That was going on almost 30 years ago now. Man, 1989. Crazy. All right. So we're just going to run through this. I think it's pretty interesting. So we start with month you were born, and we're going to say I was born in July, which I was. And then we'll say I was born in 1970, which I just told you. You can probably figure that out. I was. So we're going to say July 1970. We will say I am a male. Last time I checked. All right. So now let's go down here to next. And these are rough estimates, just like our Social Security does. It says rough estimates. What happened here? All right. So I want to go to next. There we go. Oh, I did all that. All right, so this is giving me a hard time. So let's go back. We're going to say I was born in July. Did it ring? Yeah, there we go. 1970. I always like looking at these retirement income calculators, because I think it kind of tells you what we have in terms of some of the other calculators that we can. Oh, there we go. What's your income from all sources? We're going to say I make $60,000 a year, just for simplicity. In Canada. $50,000 a year. The majority of recent Canadian retirees with an income of $50,000 at age 48 received an annual retirement income between $23,000 and $39,000 at age 70. This is pretty cool. You can say, how much do I want? I'm going to 31. That's smack dab in the middle. That makes sense to me. So 31 is smack dab between 23 and 39. I'm actually going to say 35. I want to say a little bit more. Based on your current age and gender, the life expectancy is 85. Would you like to use 85 as your life expectancy? Yep, I would. So let's hit next. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Individuals contribute to the Quebec pension plans. Quebec, not Quebec. Quebec, my friends in America. I love America. Don't get me wrong. Quebec is pretty cool. One of these days, I can get up to Prince Edward Island. I'm telling you, man, that Prince of Fundy, us poor boys still living on Peaks Island in Maine, watching that big old ship going by Casco Bay between us and was a Cliff Island next door, House Island. So it was Peaks Island right here, then House Island, and you have the Fort Gorgeous, but there's another fort I can't remember out there, and you see this Prince of Fundy going up there, going towards the north. Man, that's where we always thought it was rich people. I said, man, those rich people, and I always even but it's just guys and ladies going up there. They get out in the ocean, gamble. My mom had a friend who was played the saxophone on the boat that would take you out there. So once you hit the international waters, you could gamble. It just looked like a load of fun. I think the Prince of Fundy has since gone kaput, but there's a reversion of it. I don't know what they call it now. And I don't know if I want to take that ship, but one of these days I do want to go to Prince Edward Island too. I can't wait. Certainly not going in the wintertime. All right. So individuals contribute to the Quebec pension plan or Canadian pension plan may be eligible to receive pension benefits at retirement. Which pension applies to you? We'll say the Canadian. That's probably similar to Social Security, that if you're in a Texas retirement system for some of the counties in Texas, Kendall County, for instance, they don't put into the Social Security system. That's kind of sounds like that. With Quebec, they're not put into the Canadian pension plan. Do you have a Canadian pension plan statement of contributions that states your retirement pension estimate based on your past contributions? We're just going to say no. All right. The average monthly amount for a new CPP retirement pension taken at age 65 was approximately $650 a month, or $77,000 per year. Would you like to use this? Yeah, I guess we'll use that. The average. Okay, that's fine. We'll say $641 a month. Now I want to use something else. Let's see. Let me do a different value. The amount that you expect to receive at age. Yeah, I'm going to say 900. We'll say 900. Now again, I don't know how this works. The value selected puts you in the top 20% of the new CPP retirement pension beneficiaries at age 65. To receive the amount selected, for example, you could work 40 years earning approximately $43,000 a year, or you could work approximately 30 years with an annual earnings or higher than the maximum. That sounds about right. The maximum is $55,900. So I'm okay with that. At what age do you plan to receive your CPP? What's the options? 65. I'm going to say 67. Do you plan on working after you receive the CPP? I'm going to say no, just to see what we come up with. All right. A lot similar to Social Security here. Are you a member of employer pension plan? The answer is a big fat no. It's all on me, my friends, all on me, and most likely all on you too. Do you have a registered retirement savings plan? Is that like an IRA? I'll say yeah. Do you have and I know what is the value? We'll say it's, I'm 48. We'll say it's $150,000 for simplicity. We'll say that. Now I'll say $100,000, and literally I'm just making stuff up as we go. They give you max. On average, how much do you plan to contribute to your registered retirement savings plan from now until retirement? I'll say monthly. And I'll say I plan on contributing $200 a month. All right. At what age you plan on receiving your annual income from that? I'm going to say 67 as well. Fill in. There we go. And what age you plan to stop receiving income? Does it let me say when I die? I guess I'll say 85. So that's why that's why I'm saying I'm going to be dead. What annual rate of return do you believe you can earn on your investments until you start to receive a monthly income? I'll say 6. Do you have any other savings, such as tax-free savings account, that you plan on using during your retirement? I'm going to say no. Your total retirement savings from past and future contributions are estimated to be $269,000 expressed in today's dollars. This would provide an annual income of $19,100 in retirement expressed in today's dollars. Okay. 19,000. How much I'm getting from the? I need 31,000. Is that what I said? Will you have other income? Answers to fields with asterisk are mandatory. I'm going to say no. I won't have other income when I retire. Just for simplicity, again, we're just running this for simplicity. Do you expect to be living in Canada when you reach the age of 65? Of course. I'm Canadian, right? I'm not. I live in America, but I'm just saying. We have lived in Canada at least 40 years. Yep. All right. At what age you plan on receiving your, old age, OAS, old age supplement? Low-income pensioners may receive additional income from the guaranteed income supplement. If you're a low-income pensioner, you may also be entitled to additional income and other benefits from provisional and territorial. I'll say 67. All right. Right there. There we go. All right, so let's see what we got. So the premise again here is that I'm making, $50,000 a year. I got to put $200 a month into my retirement plan, essentially a 401k, IRA, I guess. I don't know exactly. They call it registered retirement savings account. Presumably it's the same thing. Calculator's estimates are rough estimates. Okay. I plan on getting 6% a year from now until then. And I needed $31,000 a year to live on once I hit 67 years old. So I need $31,000 a year to live on. I'm making $50,000 a year now, and I'm putting $200 a month into my plan, and I already have $100,000 saved up, and I'm going to get 6% a year rate of return. So let's see what we got. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh no, I need 35,000. Excuse me, 35,000. General information: date of birth, life expectancy 85. Does it let you change that? That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, lets you just go right back there. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the summary. Here we go. All right, so summary. Hit next here. All right, here we go. No, okay, I guess, well, just be careful if you click on that one button, it takes you all the way back and doesn't let you go back to the beginning. It doesn't let you go back to where you were. It makes you go through the whole thing again. So I want to go back to summary. Why doesn't it let you just go to the summary? Let's see. Why would it not let you do that? There we go. All right, cool. So annual retirement goal, 35,000. Current income goal is, and that's right at 70%. And you know how I feel about the 70% rule. Not a big fan of it necessarily, but just for simplicity, I'm making 50,000 now. My annual retirement income goal is 35,000. I'm going to get a pension of $12,614, which is basically $1,000 a month from their version of Social Security. I got $100,000 of which I'm putting $200 a month in. And so I need, what was that? 30 annual income. I don't get that. So I'm going to get that at 67. I need that for 18 years. I plan on getting 6% until retirement, 5% after retirement. So I don't remember them asking me that question. Old age eligibility 65. I'll get 8,100 on old age. Okay, that's cool. So basically, between my old age, that's that right there. Okay, I think, right? What's this 19,000 retirement savings annual income? 19,101. What is that? Let's click on that. Retirement. Where's that 19,101 coming from? Annual retirement income. Oh, retirement savings. Okay, so I'll be spending. I gotcha. So I'm going. Okay, so they're saying that's the amount I'm going to pull out. 19,000. Okay, I see. So that's the amount I'm pulling out. So they're going to give me a pension of 12,000 Social Security. I'll get old age security of another 8,000. So 20,000 coming from the government. It's not a welfare thing. At least in the United States, everyone's like, it's a welfare. So, but no, it's not. Social Security is your taxes. You paid into it, and your employer's taxes. They paid into it on your behalf. I don't like that. The whole idea of Social Security is a welfare program. It's absolutely not. All right, so Canadian pension, I'll get basically between the two Canadian pensions, I'll get 20,000 a year, and then I'll have another 19,000 from my own retirement savings, which means I'll be well above my goal. Well, that's pretty cool. So I'll be getting 40,000 a year of income. Now, is 40,000 truly enough? I literally have no idea. I'm just using that for an example. Let's see, and they have us with a difference of only 1104. I don't get why they don't have that. Let's see. Let's calculate these puppies. Where's my trusty old calculator? Right here. They got 8,191 for the pension. We got 19,100 from my own retirement savings, and we got 12,614 from taxes. Yeah. So I don't get why that's only $1,100. The horizontal line represents annual income retirement goal that you selected. Okay. Right here. Oh. Well, where's the horizontal line? I see a bunch of horizontal lines. Yeah, right here. Total estimate of retirement income. Difference. Well, what's this mean right there? Annual retirement income goal is 35,000. Annual average retirement income estimate is 36,104. Okay. And then total. Then this is I'm going to get that from Canada pension. Get that from nothing. No employer pension. Get that from my own retirement savings. I guess because they're going to exhaust it by the time I'm 85 years old. Let's see, 19,000. Yeah, okay. I guess that's what they're saying. They're saying to get this that'll be exhausted by the time I'm 85 years old. All right. That's the only thing I could presume here is that's what they're saying is that my 100,000 that grows at, let's see, let's just do a quick calculation on this, my friends. We got, oops. So we want 12 payments a year, and we have payments of $200 a month, and we have $200 a month payment. We have $100,000 is our present value. We're going to do it for, what's that, 18 years, right? 67 years old, and I'm 48 here, so in 20 years, and we're going to get 6% a year. So we'll have, keep screwing that up. Hold on a second. Present value, $200 payment, 6% interest, and we're going to do it for 20 years. Oops, 20. That's 240. Okay. All right, so we're at about $425,000 in that. So 4,025 divided by 19,000. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, well, I see where they're getting at that. They're saying basically you're going to exhaust this account. That's where they're getting at 19,101. You're going to exhaust that 425,000 by the time you hit time you die. All right, so they're saying I have 12,000 for Canada pension. My own retirement savings will be 19,000. Their old age security will be 8,000. My total estimated retirement income will be $40,000 roughly, which is about 5,000 more than what I estimated initially for the 70% rule. So remember, 70% rule is simple. You need 70% of your current assets or your current income to live on in retirement. I don't think there's any validity to that, but it's not a bad place to start the process for sure. Just don't bank on that. That's going to be you because we just don't know. What you need to do is look at year over year, but that's not a bad starting point to at least get some kind of planning going, started for sure. Well, that's interesting. I like it actually. That's pretty good. I did not realize that they have an old age security and a retirement pension. Now that might seem like a lot, but I hate to say it, it's $20,000 in the United States. $20,000. I mean, if you have, if you have an AIME, an average index monthly earnings of, if you made $45,000 a year, divide that by 12, 37.5, 3,750 is your AIME, your average index monthly earnings. So what you do is you take 3,750, 3,750 times 12 is 45,000. So if you average 45,000, your AIME is 3,750. Subtract that by 895, and that gives you 2,855, which you times by 3.2, and you add 805 to that. So if you make 40,000 a year, 45,000 a year in the States, your Social Security is going to be 1,700. All right, and so here in Canada, your Social Security roughly is a little bit more than that. Not significantly more though, because they're using a factor of roughly $20,000. It's about 21,000 divided by 50,000, 42%, and ours is right about. We have 1,800 or 1,700 divided times 12, divided by 45,000. Yeah, I mean ours is 45%. So actually ours is a little bit more favorable than theirs, which is odd because you hear about Canada being a lot more liberal with the cash. But anyway, so that's how it works. I like it. I'm going to run one on the Social Security system next because I think it's interesting actually. But that's the gist of the Canadian Retirement Income Calculator. Hope you find this interesting. I'll put a link to the show notes. Not a very easy to remember URL, srv111.services.gic.ca for Canada. But anyway, hope you find this informative. If whatever, I'd love to hear your comments for sure. And go online and mess around with it. It's pretty cool. I like these retirement income calculators. See you next time. Thanks, guys.